Davidson College. Located in North Carolina in Davidson, it is one of the higher academic schools in the country, but it is also very famous for its basketball team. Davidson basketball is currently in the Atlantic 10 Conference, but a few years ago they were in the Southern Conference. Davidson's colors are black and red, and their mascot is the Wildcat. They got this name after defeating Auburn in football on November 10, 1917. They won 21-7, and a journalist nicknamed them the Wildcats, and they decided to keep it because they liked it. Now a statue of the Wildcat stands on campus for all to see. The current coach at Davidson is Bob McKillop. He came to Davidson in 1989, he led Davidson to the Elite Eight in 2008, and he was named Southern Conference Coach of the Year 10 times, and when they switched to the Atlantic Conference, he won again. His teams have won more games than any other Davidson coaches in the history of the college. Truly the best season that both he and the college have had was in 2008. Men's Journal called their 2008 season one of the biggest Cinderella stories of March Madness. In the first round, they were up against Gonzaga. They were a tough team, but Davidson had a secret weapon, Stephen Curry.
In the arms of Curry, America had heard about him, and now we know about him. A star on the NCAA tournament stage, Stephen Curry leads Davidson.
They won 82-76 and advanced to the next round, where they were up against Georgetown. Georgetown was another one of the more formidable teams in the conference. For most of this game, they were either losing or tied, and no one thought that they would actually win. But they pulled it through in the second half. With 11 minutes left, the score was 39-50, but in that 11 minutes, Davidson made a comeback and scored 35 points to Georgetown's 20 and was able to pull out a win.
4-point game with 9 seconds. Wallace. Shot up, Sapp. No. David. And talk about David and Goliath. I submit to you, Davidson College to the Sweet 16.
And just like that, they advanced another round. In the third round, they were up against Wisconsin. Wisconsin was a recent Big Ten champion, so they were going to be a challenge for Davidson to beat. But somehow they were able to make it through and not just beat them, but fully annihilate them. It's at 73-56.
Whether Davidson would win or not, because they are that good, folks. When you win 25 in a row, you got something going for you, but it's in the way in which they beat the Big Ten Conference Tournament champions in Wisconsin. I mean, just took them apart.
And that'll do it. How about this? The Davidson Wildcats advance.
It was all over the news. Davidson had hit the Elite Eight and they were still going strong. But disasters struck in the fourth round when Davidson went up against Kansas. They were able to keep it tied for most of the game, but in the end, Kansas came through and beat them, and this was the end of their winning streak.
Davidson looking for a miracle. They come up empty.
They played a good season, but in the end, they couldn't win it. Even still, though, it was a great roller coaster for the fans, and it was a great season for them as a whole. And you know what they say, don't be sad it's over, be glad that it happened.